punish anyone who blocks my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate.
Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, after last episode I did some investigation, and I did discover that apparently, this is a slightly frustrating situation. It seems that okay, for those of you that don't know, my entire streaming / recording setup is in the basement of my townhouse. The reason it's down here is because I do this sometimes late at night, and I don't want to necessarily keep people up because I'm doing it in an area where my neighbors may be close to sleep. I assume most people are not sleeping in their basements, so that's why I'm down here. Trouble is basements aren't exactly set up for a lot of stuff to be going on, so kind of my entire setup is coming through a extension cable from the other side of the basement near the washing and dryer. And it seems I have now added enough crap down here that my monitor is kind of dying repeatedly, which is why the colors got a little bit screwed up, because it's just not getting enough power and it keeps flickering slightly. And I've gone ahead and ordered another like a better cable in order to control that, because the current one is just what I had laying around, and it worked up until now, except actually my last monitor died, but I had been using that monitor for like over 2 years, so I was like, okay, you know what, monitors die, it's a thing that happens. And I did not realize it was related to the power-ish situation, but now that I do realize that, well, then I'm just going to have to get this corrected. Regardless, though, it doesn't look like it's dying. It just looks like it's not getting enough power. So I'm going to press on. I'm going to record this, and with a new monitor, I ended up with double ensuring. One, I got a monitor that's less power, like requires less power. That will be coming in. Should be tonight, actually. And two is that I did get a better extension cable that can actually is going to be better at actually getting the power down to where it's going. So those two things together mean happy thoughts. Let's get into the supports. As always, of course, we're going to get Marianne, then I'll go over to the other save file and get all the other characters. So, Marianne Lawrence, rank A, let's see it.
Ah, Marianne, I've been meaning to thank you. The books that you lent me have proved most fascinating. Would you permit me to offer you tea as a token of my gratitude?
I'm a little busy right now. Maybe later tonight?
Of course. I will look forward to it.
Lawrence did turn out to be a much better character than I expected. Is he on the floor?
Thank you for inviting me over.
Well, to be fair, I think this was the first time I've ever actually seen a sitting down animation, so...
Certainly. Thank you for coming. Oh, and please, relax. This is no formal occasion.
Oh, this tea tastes so good.
Doesn't it just... This is my absolute favorite. I'm pleased you like it. This pastry may suit your palate also. It is commonly paired with this tea in my homeland.
It's sweet. It complements the astringency of the tea.
Ooh, astringency. I like that word. That's a very highfalutin word.
You have exquisite taste, and there is plenty more where that came from. We simply must do this again.
Are you referring to the tea or her exquisite taste?
Do you want to spend more time with me?
Marianne, it's okay.
Naturally.
Well, that's... Actually, there's something I need to say.
Yes? What is it?
I've been keeping this from you for a while. It's about my crest. It's just terrible.
We already resolved the whole stupid thing about your crest.
Please, that's quite enough.
Oh.
You're trembling. If uttering this secret hurts you, then I have no desire to hear it.
That's a very interesting way of getting out of, talking about it.
It's just...
Your smile is a greater gift to me than any truth.
Oh, good lord, man, laying it on thick, aren't you?
Whatever you have hitherto concealed, I am certain it is essential to you, and I do wish to know it. But not until the day arrives when you can tell me with a smile on your face.
I'm a bloodthirsty murderer. If someone can say that to you and have a smile on their face, run. Run quickly, Lawrence.
I am not the sort of man to prize my own knowledge over others' happiness, you know. Besides, the mystery is part of your charm.
I do have to say, and again, this gets back to, it's funny in that the central draw of the game is the battles and they're well done, but I'm just amazed how well they do the characterization, because when at the beginning of the game, if Lawrence had been like, I'm not the sort of man to prize others, my own happiness other others, I'd be like, yeah, shut up, Lawrence. You're just laying on honeyed words in order to try and get it, because that's exactly who he was introduced and how we were led to think of him, and that's completely not true and not fair. He actually is that way, and they've done such a good job of having his character grow as more and more is revealed about it.
You're funny, Lawrence.
There, that's what I mean. Your beauty is always captivated, but that smile truly warms my heart.
Yeah, that's interesting. One of the very, very common complaints that women have is that people will tell them that, you'd be pretty if you smiled, and it's like, I'm not here for your display. But even still, the way Lawrence approaches that, it's from a stance of, it's not that I want you to be pretty, it's that it bothers me if you're unhappy. So if you're showing signs of unhappiness, I cannot be at ease.
This is the first time I've smiled in so long, and I have your kindness to thank for that.
As I've said, you are perfect just as you are. But I suppose I can take a little credit. Yes, your radiant smile shall illuminate all the world. With me by your side, you will not be able to help it.
Oh, good Lord, Lawrence.
I'm looking forward to that.
Good job, Marianne. And also Ignat's rank A. So interesting. So if I'm understanding this correctly, and tell me if I'm not, is that consistent throughout? I'm just noticing, okay, maybe not. Because I was noticing that most of the characters get to be rank A with the, with the opposite sex, but only rank B with their own sex. And I was saying maybe that means that they, because, like, obviously rank S has the option for me to end up with them, from what people have said. However, I'm assuming based on the way a lot of these rank A conversations are going, they sort of lead into a, promise of, for the two individuals to get better acquainted and to kind of start down the road of having a long-term romantic relationship or even eventual pairing. So I was wondering if rank A indicated that, and I don't think so, just because Shamir has a rank A with Leone. Interesting. Okay, I was going to say, it's possible that Shamir is also into women. Like, I can't say that's impossible. But, and I went over to see if she has rank A's with everyone. She does, but she's only Leone. So, does not actually help me that much. Unfortunately. I am left wondering. Regardless, Ignat's rank A.
Huh. What's that about? Marianne, I saw you on the training grounds earlier. It looked like there was an argument.
You didn't go intercede? I would.
Oh, no. It was nothing.
I would stick my nose right in the middle of that. Absolutely.
Are you sure? Nothing happened at this morning's training?
Well...
Okay, tell me what happened.
I just couldn't keep up with the rest of the group.
I bet you could. I believe in you.
Everyone got so mad at me. They said something about looking into their eyes so I could read their movements, but I couldn't do it.
They may have a point.
I'm a hindrance to everyone. I can't do it.
Oh, shush up, Marianne.
Of course not. That goes without saying. It's hard to accomplish anything on your own. Look at me. By myself, I'm worse than useless. Can you see where I'm going with this? To succeed, you have to cooperate. You can't do that if you're not paying attention to nonverbal cues.
Huh?
Please, try looking up. Looking people in the eye. You'll see some things that you've never seen before.
Good things?
People worry about you and rely on you. You'll see that on your allies' faces. In a way, you'll see what they're thinking.
Interesting.
You may be right. It was my fault for looking down. Thank you, Ignatz. I appreciate your encouragement.
She really needs to get over being super, super meek at all times, because it's she is now so competent. She's one of the, like, most fearsome... I guess I shouldn't say most fearsome. We're running the whole armies of people roughly evenly trained.
Of course. Look, we both saw the sunset and appreciated its beauty. Nature communicates without words. We can do the same. We don't need to speak to be understood. Stop staring at your feet. Look at us. That'll be a good start.
I can certainly try. Is something wrong? Did I say something to upset you?
Oh no, to the contrary.
To the contrary.
I just realized that I was missing something. A thing of remarkable beauty.
God dang it, Ignatz.
Remarkable beauty?
He's talking about you, Marianne.
What? Don't mind me.
Oh, I mind. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and explore, although I am curious. Interesting. What does that mean? This is an additional auxiliary battle. So none of these... So it looks like there are no battles due this month. So, obviously I'm exploring, so I always explore first thing. I do have a question to ask you all. And I wonder if this quest in blue is one of the ones from the DLC, which may mean I end up doing it. I'm trying to avoid doing them on the first playthrough, but at the same time, you know, whatever.
Doesn't matter how sturdy to keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Mercius. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
I wonder if that means that Edelgard will be the one defending it. But I do have a question for you all. I don't know when we'll get to the end of the game, but I do feel like we're approaching the end of the game, if nothing else. So with that in mind, what do you all So obviously I'm going to do the final battle with my Iron Man comp, but I'm very strongly considering watching the end of the game, like the final scenes and the epilogue. I don't quite know how much was involved in that, but whatever happens at the end of the game, watching that with the everyone survived one, just because I do want to see what happened with Lysithea and all of them. So that's probably what I'm going to, unless you guys know more than me and like, yeah, don't actually do that. It's like the first time you beat something, there's a... I don't know. I don't know. I'm just basically throwing that out there so you have a chance to object. Make sense? Again, I get a slight struggle from that, because it's like the expected result is double whether I do nothing or everything, so I don't know what the extra options... Like, am I missing something about them? Is there some reason I should try and do them? But I can't figure out anything like that. Anything like that? Hey, yeah.
Fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
I mean, we're not planning on eating them, but yeah, they're kept around so that one day they can die defending us. Also, the other big difference is the soldier is quite aware that that's, you know, why he's around.
Professor, nothing to report. Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies.
That's why we're not attacking it head on.
Not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Well, they're certainly laying on thick with the not a good idea. Chickpeas.
Go sail. I need your help.
If I'm going to maybe talk to the dining hall. Like, I don't see any.
Class reunion on the battlefield? That's bleak. That must have been so hard on everyone.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Gotta
best.
keep looking after them all. I mean, they still look to you for guidance, you know?
I do know.
Hey, how about a favor?
Interesting. That seems like a terrible deal, to be honest. Like, the valuable secret... I mean, obviously that's in blue, so I think it is one of the DLC things they added. So I'm kind of, like, don't even want to do it, to be honest. Especially if it's like, just go fight random things. And I'm like, man, that's not even a interesting quest. At least, you know, when it's the extra battle of, oh, these bandits are here and blah, 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 it makes sense.
Hey there! We merchants of the Alliance territories were excited to hear of your victory in the last battle. We don't much like the prospect of doing business under the heel of the Empire. The Alliance is what we know and love. But more than that, it's low on regulations, which is great for business. Please keep up the good work, Professor. The merchants of the world are on your side.
Claude takes care of the strategy, you direct the troops, and the rest of us focus on the fighting. As long as the system keeps working, we can win any battle, no matter the odds.
I mean, I also do a lot of the fighting.
That's what everyone's saying, anyway. Hope you can keep up with our expectations, Professor.
I'll do my best. All right.
Hey, you.
Hey, me. So obviously we'll go over here and do our normal. Well, eat something. Okay, so who do I need to get support with? On this one, I actually need to get Shamir up. Although I don't think that's the case for the other one. Leonie, Hilda, and Lysithia are all at rank S. So yeah. I'm not going to end up with Shamir, but I would like to push through her.
Cooking? What's the next step? It's easy if I have orders to follow. Sure.
Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't get her to rank A, because otherwise they would be completely... I do not mind if I don't get to her rank S, because like I said, people have told me rank S is the final one before the final battle, and we already know I'm not actually doing... Wow. So those two could really need it. Aha! Perfect. Perfect combination. Shamir and... Yeah, Raphael. They can definitely... I can hit both of them. And Raphael does have a thing with Shamir where they talk about sneaking.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
Nope, still have not gotten her to rank A. I may be pushing a little bit too hard, but I don't have a whole lot of time to get her to like me. And unfortunately, her placement in battle makes it unlikely the two of us are going to spend a lot of time.
You work your muscles and they start screaming? That means you gotta be nice to them. If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them. And let them rest when they're tired. Of course! If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well then I'm hungry too. What's with the confused face, Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
Okay, Flame is also in here from what I saw. So there's that one.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle.
Yeah, that is rough.
How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
So, we also do have Felix and Lawrence, and as well as possibly our organizer brawling tournament.
Fort Merceus is old and strong. Its reputation for durability is equal to that of Aryan Road. Are we really going to leave this to Claude, with a plan concocted by Hilda of all people? I would like to, but I am always troubled by how secretively that man devises his schemes. Let us hope the end result is not too outlandish.
And we also have the option to not go.
You can't be... My relationship with the Boar Prince began even before I was born.
Oh yeah, of course he's going to be.
He was always by my side. You might even say that, at one time, we were best friends. I couldn't
Yeah, what
fathom
happened?
the depth of his hatred for the Empire. So much anguish.
Well, he has a pretty good reason, I would say.
Could I have saved him? Could I have stopped him?
Well, unfortunately, that is not something we should dwell on now. The questions of what if are the kind that can sink a man. Oh, actually, can you teach me? I keep forgetting he can't train swords. It's so stupid that he can't. Okay, we're up to level 36. That's what he is, and he is A+ at grappling. Nicely done, Raphael.
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
All right. 15 times 2 and 16 times 2. 77% chance to hit. Yep, did hit me both times.
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
14 times 2 with a 77% chance to hit, so no real chance that he can end me. Damn it. Oh, come on, Raphael.
No chance.
Okay, only a single hit of 28 with a 69% chance to hit. That is worth. Go ahead and use this. Ah, you're supposed to dodge that. I actually didn't do the math right. I thought I would end this in 2 rounds. Yep. Unfortunate. They do get really, really, really difficult towards the end. Sure, we'll go talk to Judith. Why not? Sounds like a thing we can do. Judith's behind us.
Definitely.
No, not.
After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fodlan has shifted greatly. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
It's interesting we say all our fallen friends when really, like, obviously some people did die in that battle, but almost all the significant losses were on the other two sides. So they're going to try and be avenging it on us, even though they brought the fight.
Okay.
So where's Judith? Ah, there she is.
Ah, Professor, I have a question for you. Have you heard of the Death Knight?
I certainly have.
I'm referring to that Imperial general who has been operating under that moniker. Nothing is certain yet, but I get the feeling we'll have to face him soon enough.
Which I'm not looking forward to, especially on the Iron Man file. Like always before, Lysethia was my ace in the hole, and just, oh, okay, he's dead now. But I have a feeling that will not be an option. Okay, you two will enjoy it and also are not feeling super great.
Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Singing's okay.
What's the choir festival? Oh, I forgot about this. While I sleep at night, I'm worried I'm not waking for many years. When I do, my friends will be gone. I mean, that's a really dumb thing to worry about, to be honest. Sorry for the bluntness. Where is... There's the other one. I'm like, there's another quest somewhere. Why are you guys all secret away in this room?
Each time we take a step forward, more blood is spilled. But by spilling that blood, we're able to take yet another step forward. War is always a cruel affair. But luckily, we have each other to lean on. We've steeled our hearts. We won't be broken.
We absolutely won't. I didn't ask for this fight, but now that it's here, I'm going to have to commit to it.
I couldn't agree more. Without them, we could never have made it this far.
There's someone else in here.
Oh, and about taking the fort, I'll need a tad more time to prepare our plan.
Again, they're trying to invent a reason to have the fight not happen.
Impregnable fortress for a reason, after all. My contingencies need contingencies this time, or we may not pull it off.
Okay. I thought there were 3 people in here.
How far we can get with this plan, dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in. Claude said it could use some refinement. Any ideas? Claude dressed as a woman? I don't understand what the point of that was.
Well, it's more better than you dressing as the Emperor.
On second thought, let's just stick to the plan as originally conceived. That seems safer. Excuse me, could you do me a favor? I wonder how...
Oh, I actually don't have it. Surprising and interesting. Hello, Shamir.
Please tell Claude not to give us any more ridiculous orders. I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough Imperial uniforms.
Interesting, really? Can't we just loot them from the dead? Yeah, Dorothea. She's supposed to be up here somewhere. I sure don't see her, though. Because that's who I'm working on, although I don't actually need to super work on it that much anymore. Because I am now a mortal savant. So the whole reason to work on that was to be able to get the mastery.
Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see. But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. I suppose I could see a whole horde of enemies coming and run away. That's kind of useful, at least. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
I wonder why he can see farther than most people. That doesn't make a huge amount of sense.
Some say they saw Gilbert, who used to serve in the Knights of Seros, at Gronder. Apparently, he was originally a Knight of the Kingdom, who served Prince Dimitri.
Interesting.
He was an exceptional knight. I wish I could have fought by his side.
Fort Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the Imperial capital, Embar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy. Whatever strategy you have in mind, I have faith that it will lead to...
We just need to get Rhea back. I swear I saw Dorothea, but apparently I didn't.
As I suspected, they seem to be supporting the Imperial Army now. Though I don't quite know who they are yet. Nor do I know what tricks they'll use against us next. We can't afford to let our guard down.
We have no intention to. Teach me magic. Interesting, I actually get something if I get... And then there was someone else in here. Or maybe, I guess they're in the hallway.
The battle at Gronder Field was gruesome, wasn't it?
It absolutely was.
But perhaps it's irresponsible to look away. To close our eyes to the horrors of war. As survivors, we must ensure that all these lives were not lost in vain. We must see the tragic foundations upon which we'll build our future. May an age of peace rise from the ashes, so that all this sacrifice means something.
Okay. So, there's Dorothea. She's out in the side hallway, so I missed her before. Okay, so we'll jump over here.
Professor, so many people died in the battle at Gronder, and here we are, preparing for the next battle as if nothing happened the day before.
I mean, no, we know what happened.
It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent. Even if an accident happens on stage, the next day you have to sing as though nothing happened. Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play.
Okay, so... Oh, hey, I got someone. Let me return this real quick. Also see if I can finish up Hilda's quest. Okay, so quests. I also have supply run. I need a silverfish and 2 carrots. I'm assuming a silverfish.
Hello.
Interesting. What is a dark merchant? And aren't these the guys that are trying to kill us?
Hey, Professor. Fancy meeting you here. I've got a business. I know you're busy with a lot. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid.
Wait, interesting. I did not even... I was kind of like clicking fast.
Killer deal. Thank you. Now I'll have plenty of time to get to know my clients better.
Really?
A merchant needs to know the inner workings of everyone they come in contact with. Helps with the making of the monies, you know.
That's unexpected.
A classroom, you gotta keep it. Welcome.
Okay, silver... Nope.
Come back soon.
So I'm gonna check you guys, see if any of you guys are selling it. You are not selling any fish.
Hello there.
You are not selling any fish. I'm surprised I can't buy those. I wonder why.
Return soon, please.
Professor.
I can try and catch one, I guess. I'll be honest, I don't have a huge amount of bait left. I've kind of gone through most of it, using it to level up.
No.
I guess in this playthrough I haven't used most of it up. I forgot I'd already pressed the button. I was just like, nope, it's blue, I don't want it yet. Don't care about blue. Is this our silver guy? I hope so. Nope. I wish there was a way to tell if it was the... I'm just avoiding blue, but what if the silver thing is a blue one? Well, I'm getting a blue one this time for sure. White trout. Oh, damn it. Did it again. Another white trout. No, I don't want the blue one. I want a silver whatever. Still don't want a blue one. God darn it, I don't want a blue one. Well, that was not the same white trout, but it's still not one I want. Nope. Go away. Son of a toog. Is the silver thing uncommon? Stop giving me blue ones. There's our money fish. Shit. That's a tiny fishy. I guess it's a tiny fish then. I'm good at getting a white trout. Stop giving me a white trout. Stop giving me a white trout. Now that's what I've never seen before. Shit. Shit. Older Landy. Well, guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this quest for Hilda. That's actually a bigger one I'm used to seeing. Is this the Gar? Yep. I wasn't 100% positive, but I was pretty sure. And last try, that's the trout. That's the Gar. That's the trout again, but I only have 3 chances, so I guess we're catching it. Alright, well with that, guys, I'll go ahead and end this episode. I am sorry, I do not have any more bait. I can't finish this quest for Hilda, and so that's going to be the end of it. So, I will see you in the next one. We will be back on the Iron Man side. We'll get the support conversations done that we did not get to, and start moving on. I kind of, sort of don't want to do any battles, you know, because there's, like, we kind of don't need to. Man, that stupid white wyvern, every time I see it, I think there's a dragon attacking the place. And I'm always wrong. See you next time.
you